A statue of the folk song writer and singer Stephen Foster was recently removed from a park in Pittsburgh because it was deemed racist. The statue is a depiction of two musicians of different races playing, together, the famous song "Oh Susanna." Rather than being seen in a positive light as inclusive, the equality babblers and tolerance mongers chose to see it in a negative light, as racist. The brown man, you see, was seated, with a banjo on his knee, as it says in the song. Tell me, O raceless ones, just how is a man supposed to play with a banjo on his knee while standing? On one leg, perhaps, like some mad but musical heron? Tell me, O raceless ones, how you would have likewise complained if the positions were reversed, and the brown man had to stand in that infernal southern heat while the white man lounged. Nothing will satisfy the raceless, nor the sexless, the faithless, the classless, those who want less from life, for they know they do not deserve more. Some of us do indeed deserve more, and we will take it. We will not stand idly by as our memories are erased one at a time in the name of universal leveling. But we will stand for our own history, our own mythology, our own folklore, for this is what makes us who we are. Our stories are endangered because we are. Do not let our storytellers and singers disappear quietly in the night. Do not let our gods and fairies disappear with them. Imagine, if you will, that the last of the fairies is depending on you. She has seen much. She has dreamed much. Now her dreams are in our hands. What must a fairy's dream be?
What must a fairy's dream be who drinks of the morning dew? Would she think to fly till she reached the sky and bathe in its lakes of blue? Or gather bright pearls from the depths of the sea? What must the dream of a fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be who sleeps when the mermaid sings? Would she rob the night of her jewels bright to spangle her silvery wings? Wrought on the wind of the land and the sea, what can the dream of a fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be when storms in their anger cry? Would she madly chase in the wind's embrace the lightning gleaming by? Or seize on its flash with a childlike glee? What must the dream of a fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be when midsummer breezes play? Would she proudly sail on the perfumed gale to welcome the dawn of day? I know that her visions are sportive and free. What must the dream of a fairy be?
The preceding fairy's dream was recorded long ago. What is the dream of a fairy today? Is she watching us from what is left of the forest? Have her dreams become nightmares? What must a fairy's dream be who thinks of her world askew? Would she think to cry while her kindred die and wait till they number few? or sharpen bright blades from the boughs of her tree, what must the dream of a mad fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be, who weeps when the chainsaw sings? Would man rob the light of its rays so bright to bedeck their impostor kings? Hunted on the wind above the land and the sea, what can the dream of a lone fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be, when poisons color the sky? Would she madly race pollution's embrace, the airplane speeding by, then seize on its wings, or in anger flee? What must the dream of a sad fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be, when none join her in the fray? Will she proudly fight, alone that night, hoping to welcome the dawn of day? I know that her visions are frightened but free. What must the dream of the hunted fairy be? What must a fairy's dream be, when there is no one left to sing? When folklore and myth are left to rot, alongside grails and kings? Forgotten, left adrift on history's sea, what must the dream of the endangered be? The fairy, a symbol of unsullied nature and ancestral lore, is endangered. So is the culture that gave her wings. Will you pluck her wings with mere passivity, or will you fight for her? A fight for the stories of old is a fight for the future. Their propaganda pushers tell us to never forget. But these spinning spiders want to trap our fairies and bleed them dry, as they encourage us to remember only their version of events. Never forget? No, we will never forget what they have done to our past. We will never forget who we are, where we came from, and all that we are still capable of. Remember your songs. Remember your stories. Remember those who want you to forget, for they are the same who cut down our sacred groves and replaced our tales with lies spun from their false wood of holly. Never forget? No, we will never forget, and we will never forgive.